Hi, Gemini. How's your July going? Let's not talk about that. Let's just move into August. I hear ya. Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane. This will be your August Taroscope for my Gemini seekers. Different placements, reverse the roles, and all that jazz. This is the Morgane Greer Tarot. Let's just get to it. Gemini, August. I love your energy. Gemini, so needed after this intense Cancer eclipse season. A little bit of lighthearted, mutable air. It's like butterflies in my head. Thank you, Gem. Okay, first card out. Fast moving communication, fire, 8 of Wands. Yes. That's been so heavy. It's been heavy, man. We want to have some fun and move and laugh and talk and hang out and grab this opportunity and say the thing and dance. This is 8 of Wands. Yum. Yum. Okay. It's also Sagittarius energy, mutable fire for mutable air. Whew. Talk about a swirl. Okay. What else? Great start. Great start for August, Gemini. I like it. I like it. Watch your July reading if you want to truly complete, there's no complete, but really process deeper what was going on in the past month and make the connections, and then process, release, and fly. Okay, this is, I feel like when Mercury goes direct, most especially when Jupiter goes direct, life is going to be on a faster paced movement. Fast-paced movement. Faster paced, or yeah. Okay. Sorry. English is a beautiful language that I have not yet mastered. I did it the Gemini way. I grew up reading books. A lot of books and dictionary and watching movies, and then I learned English. 6 of Pentacles. Wow, Gemini, you're on a roll. An opportunity comes in, possibly a money opportunity, something financial. It could be a sudden opportunity, a promotion, booking a job that pays well and comes in fast. And it feels very lucky. And then what, the 4 of Swords now? You want to think about it? Or you want to take your time? No. Take the opportunity. Be grateful. It's literally going to drop in your laps. If it hasn't already, maybe it has already, and now you're in the 4. Let me think about this amazing opportunity. Let me think about it. I need to think about it. Why? This is good. Sorry, you want to think about it, think about it. Who am I to tell you what to do? It's the cards. I'm just a messenger. Let's see further into this. Maybe you do need to think about it. I don't know. 9 of Cups. No, you don't. It's great. Just enjoy it. I don't know what this is, but just enjoy it. Maybe it hasn't entered yet, so come back to this reading. 3 of Wands. What is going on? So, okay. This is an opportunity of something that you've been wishing for and waiting on, and it can open up a new direction for you, or help you move forward in a direction that you're interested in, that you know is right for you, that clicks. And yet this 4 of Swords is sitting right in the middle, being like, I don't know. Let's see further. Please for August for Geminis. Let's see further into August for Gemini. Ten of Swords. So whatever this is, this has the potential of really finishing up a ruthless cycle. Something that has been really, not stabbing you, it's a little dramatic, but like, you know, when there's a needle, imagine having a needle in your shirt in the back, and it's poking at you all day long for years, and you just can't get it out. This is your opportunity to get that damn thing out. But you've been carrying this needle in your back for so long, it's been poking at you that it's almost like, you know, Stockholm syndrome. You don't know how to do without it. You got used to the pain. So maybe like, oh, maybe I need the pain. Maybe it makes sense. No. Out the door with that. Whatever this is, the opportunity to fix this, to solve this, to get over this, take it. Could be something financial. Wheel of Fortune. So we don't know if this opportunity will stick around. I don't know what this is, Gemini. And if you don't resonate with this, watch our other placements. But the wheel always turns. See? 1 second you're up, 1 second you're down. So, and especially with the Eight of Wands, that's a card of like really fast incoming thing, but if you don't grab it, it goes, right? So the Six of Pentacles, you know, it's a gift, it's an opportunity, it's a generosity, but okay, now what do you do with this charity like energy? Do you just go and spend it on something, or do you put something aside and save for the future, or you make a wise investment? And I'm just giving a financial analogy, but it could be anything. Maybe you get a second go with someone you really care about and things have been rocky and you've been waiting for their call and you've been sitting for 4 months now wondering, will they ever return? And now they're knocking on your door, or they're in your inbox, or they're calling you, or whatever. And then you're like, Now, if you haven't been interested, then no. But if it's something that like you want it, don't suddenly just be like, I don't even know why. Because this is something that, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. You get the point. I feel like Jupiter going direct is going to bring with it something really big for you. A wish, yeah, the star. This is a wish fulfillment. This is something that really expands your heart, and it starts as something small and tangible, but that can lead to it can lead to an emotional and spiritual freedom, like feeling like your luck has shifted. So this is looking really good, actually. Ten of Cups. Wow. We went from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Okay, so love is looking really good. There's like a very harmonious, you know, with somewhat of a magical kind of flair to it, connection. It's very heart-based, very, it has a lot of colors to it. It has a lot of melodies to it. It's like the connection, it's like it vibes in many different layers and ways. Like it touches you on several levels. And it's almost like you feel like It's gonna turn out to be your North Star, your like your compass, your someone with like your how do you say it in English? Uwim v'tumim, like your um, oh my God, I'm forgetting words. You know, like a light in the dark kind of thing, like something very, someone very inspiring. Hey, this is you, Page of Swords. A lot of conversations, a lot of like getting a whole lot of talks and conversations and messages, and the mind moves fast but beautifully, like with a lot of creative ideas. Maybe it's someone that literally you guys are inspired by one another creatively, or you know, vision wise, you like to discuss ideas. And Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, interesting. So I'm getting that maybe too much talking might create a little bit of a delay or a setback in a relationship. Like the Page of Swords right under the Four of Swords, like, or maybe even a word of gossip or something someone says, or bad advice of someone that kind of, you know, doesn't like seeing you happy. You know, people don't do it on purpose. It's not like, oh, they're happy, let me ruin this for them. It's like, it's an itch. Like, you know, you'll express how much you enjoy with someone, or how much, and then that person will say, oh, but they're this and this, but then they do this and that, or how can you trust them with that? Like they remind, like a reminder of something, like nitpick. It's that needle again coming back, and it kind of takes the balance, the emotional balance that you've had towards someone. Okay, this could be something that went wrong or off a little bit on June or around June, and now it's the thing that is coming back or something like that. Like, let's see. Anything else you have to show us, Geminis? The World. Who else finished up with the World? Yesterday, Pisces. Pisces had the World card as a conclusion, and we have the Wheel of Fortune as well, and 2 tens. Okay, so many of us are going through a lot of, you know, closing cycles, finishing up certain things in our life that had run their course. Sorry, you probably can't hear it. Like there's oh, no, it's fixed. There was an alarm going off from a car outside. The World. So there also might be like someone traveling for work, for an opportunity, something that it's hard to say no to, and maybe this waiting thing, or you know, taking things aback a little bit, is because there's a relationship that might suffer from it or need to be left behind because of that. It's also an option. I'm seeing someone choosing, you know, the best course for them in the long run, Gemini. Which is difficult, because this is very beautiful. I don't think it's something you can just let go of. It's like, maybe ask them if they want to come with you. Who else had this? Something similar. Was it Libra? Can you clarify this for me, please? Oh, okay, Queen of Pentacles. So this is an earth energy. Someone that is very grounded and gifted with, you know, multitasking and very generous and very abundant and very loyal. Has great sense of humor, but only if they feel safe around you. Right? Only if she feels she'll bungee jump with the bungee rope, right? She'll let go and fall if there's a safety net. You know, so that's the type of energy. And I'm getting like a feminine that is trying to make a decision in regards to a work opportunity, a financial opportunity that might revolve traveling, possibly. And you know what I'm getting? It's not as much as like it will require a breakup or a cutting loose someone, as much as like maybe the other person's insecurity. Maybe she's worried that someone will be insecure with that success, or with because this is a very high achieving feminine seemingly. And you know, unfortunately, and like no shade here, it's just I'm expressing a reality that exists. Sometimes, you know, certain men don't really know how to handle that. It makes them feel smaller and insecure. And I don't think she minds it as much as she's worried that they'll mind it. Does that make sense? Like, this could be reverse. This could be a masculine thinking how their success or progress will affect their partner. Interesting. Anything else? I'm going to give us messages from the I Ching soon. Two of Wands and Eight of Swords. I can't explain. It's like this very fast going, positive of movement type of energy. And then there's this something or someone that is like blocking it, but it's not like they don't on the surface seem to be like presenting themselves as a clear blockage. It's like oh, you know what this is? What just came up just because it's been in my life recently. But this can very much so be like you know how a communication block. But it can be like social media block. Interesting. So, okay, whether this speaks to you or not, this feels like an energy that on the surface is like is encouraging and pro and not blocking, but it hides. It comes from a place of trying to block something. Like there's an energy that is not comfortable with someone's progress and success. You know, this could be like a friend in your life that doesn't want you to move out of their hometown and forget all about them and become someone else, and oh, you forgot who you truly are and where you come from. Who you truly are is who you are today, and the person you've become and the person that you want to be. Don't let anyone coerce you just because they're stuck somewhere doesn't mean that you should too. So this whole guilt thing is not cool. Yeah. Someone wants you, maybe it's you and someone else, I don't know, but someone wants you all to themselves, and they don't like the thought of you having other experiences, other adventures, expansion, because they're worried that they won't have control over you. And they don't present it as such. They're making it seem like they're on your side and they really care about you, and they just want to make sure that you're in direct direction, and like, are you sure this is good for you? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Yes, you are sure that this is what you want to do. No. Especially like if it's a relationship that has been very abusive. This person is just sad to see you go. They just, or the thought of you going. And maybe you're not really leaving. Maybe it's all in their head and their insecurity. Maybe they're just imagining an entire scenario that, you know, you're just going off on a week of like meetings or something like that, right? And they're already making an entire scenario of how you're going to meet someone else there, and you're going to leave them forever and move to France and become Francois. I don't know. But and you're feeling, you know, bound to this person in some way. 7 of Cups. It's more of the look. See this in the 7 of Cups? You see her? This, and you see this? It's the same thing. These are the choices, the options, the whatever. When it's like 7 birds on one tree, on a branch, I'm sorry, versus 1 bird in your hand that makes you fly, choose the 1 bird that will sit in your hand and teach you how to fly. Okay? Versus all these foggy like options. Someone is also afraid of this could, you know what this could be? This could be someone who's really waiting on and worried about taking this really amazing opportunity because they're scared of committing into something that is very intense. Look, the bigger the thing is, the more it's demanding. It's just what it is. Yeah, okay, you got an opportunity. Luck literally sat on your laps, and you're like, you want it to just be easy breezy all the time. It also easy breezy if you put in the fundamental, you know, work to set up good, strong foundations, and then it can flow. But it's like, someone's like, but what about this option? What about that option? What if I lose this? And what if this suddenly calls me, or, you know? But it's like, there's 1 cup, seemingly 1 out of many, that can give you the world. Okay, so just do your own, and the whole aspect of like waiting on the opportunity and trying to kind of have the cake and eat it too kind of thing. It comes from a very 8 of Swords, Devil, 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups type of energy. It's not a healthy energy. It's a very, I'll tell you what it is. It's also emotional laziness. Look. Let me tell you something about the Peter Pan syndrome. The only girls who think Peter Pan is sexy are 10-year-olds. Sorry, no shade on 10-year-olds, but you know. When I was 10, I thought Peter Pan was the coolest thing in the world. But today, I'm a grown-ass woman who likes a grown-ass man. So, Peter Pan is fine and cute and dandy, but if you're constantly flying around fighting with your own shadow, like, oh, there, it's like, where? What? Neverland? Okay. Yeah, I dreamt about that place. So, you can't really build a land, right? Neverland, lead a land, flying around and having your own shadow chasing you, or you chasing your own shadow. I'm sorry. You want to have great things? Be great, you know? You can't expect to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, with no accountability and no like thought to the next second, and then but also have your life be magnanimous. You'll have small magnanimous moments in different moments, but the big picture will be really shaky and not so inspiring. You understand what I mean? Neverland was built by little midgets who quietly woke up early and did the work. and strategized and planned and did architecture for all that and planted the seed and took care of them, you know. Those little midgets are the ones who created Neverland, not Peter Pan. Peter Pan just came by and be like, yo, I like this. Why don't I fly around with my shadow and be all cool and have everybody think that this was me doing all that just because I'm flashy. Both Wendy and Tinkerbell and Tiger Lily were like, yeah, boy, bye. Did you not see the sequel? So, Jemmy, I don't know if it's you, maybe it's someone that you're dealing with. I'm sorry. But, yeah. Peter Pan didn't build Neverland. Peter Pan didn't build anything. Peter Pan just bitched and bitched over Captain Hook. And played with his sword. And he wasn't very good because his shadow always won. At least be good with your sword. Okay, I'm going to continue this in the extended that will include part of this, then a whole new shuffle of a Celtic cross, and then messages from my amazing Celtic roots. But let's have a message from the I Ching for now. Geminis, I love you guys very much. In the description box below, you can find a way to book a private reading with me, and you can find Tarot Masterclass if you want to learn how to do what I do and yeah, learn the secrets of tarot. And the extended for this will be linked below. I'll do it right now. And the 2019 Ministers of Magic, which is the yearly extended. And you can also find my Instagram. My Instagram is the Existential Shift. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the I Ching to fall. I Ching for Gemini, please. No. I Ching for Gemini for August. Okay. Rome wasn't built by Peter Pan in a day. I'm sorry that I'm shading Peter. It's like one of my most loved fairy tales, 38, but the archetype of it isn't as cute as you think. You know, all these legends were actually written by either the Greek mythology or the Grimm brothers. And they're all super dark and way more deep than the Disney versions, which I also love, don't get me wrong. But hey, the Lion King is Hamlet, is Jason and the Golden Sheep, Golden Fleece. Okay, so Jason in Greek. So, you know, Peter Pan, I don't have anything against lost boys. I'm a lost girl. That's how I grew up. I grew up as like Peter Pana, whatever, the girl version. But at one point you have to take responsibility for your own life and stop being in the place of, oh, they abandoned me and I had to build it my own, and now I just want to be free of all of this and not care about anything and anyone who never cared about me. That's just victim mentality. It's seemingly freedom mentality, right, Peter Pan, but it's actually freedom mentality. But actually victim mentality. If it was truly freedom mentality, he wouldn't be constantly running away and convincing other boys to run away. He would sit them down with their parents and make them have a grown-up conversation. That's what a leader does. Helps you live in the world that exists truly around you at this moment. You can build a whole new world, but then build it. Don't just think about it while losing yourself in the current world. You know? Where will that get you? How can you build a new world if you haven't mastered this world? There's a reason why master numbers are master builders. Master builders. It takes a village of midgets. I love you, all my Peter Pans out there that are watching this, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being harsher on you, or sorry, I'm going to get to this each in a second. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being hard. It's just, I know where it's coming from. You felt growing up like you don't have a place. Like society and, failed you. Your town failed you, your family failed you, someone failed you, and you found yourself on your own, and you had to just... So of course, instead of like being like, oh, they didn't want me, then it's better to say to yourself, oh, I don't want it, and just taking yourself out of the equation. I get why, being left out or feeling abandoned or not accepted, that hurts. And we have coping mechanisms. The Peter Pan coping mechanism is one of escaping while referring to it as freedom. But it's actually a self-made prison. Because you maintain yourself in this constant state of feeling detached and not belong, and it's very hard to make a real connection that way. A real connection requires going deep in love, but also in your career and in your dreams. Anything requires going deep, and not running away when it's hard. Saying like, oh, I'm Peter Pan, I just don't want to commit to this long-term career goal, or I don't want to commit to this potential love. Or first of all, here's a little thing that can make you feel much better about everything. Nothing is forced or set in stone forever and ever and ever. You can commit to a path, be it work, be it a dream, be it love, anything, and go all the way and experience it all the way and give it the best opportunity and chance. And then if you realize it doesn't work, you can always change, you can always quit, you can always break up, you can always try something different, right? But you will never truly know. You will never truly expand from the experience, or know the answer for your question without going there, Running away from your pain isn't running towards your freedom. Whenever you do something that is fear-based, that's not freedom. Freedom is really wanting to do something, to try something, to go for something, and even though it's terrifying and, and itches and challenging for you and takes you out of your own box. Yeah, constantly being out of the box is also a box. So doing something in spite of the fear, that's freedom. Because you have, freedom to be who you want to be and who you want to become. And you're not bound by past pain that is, now is the source of your decision making while you think it's your freedom. Carl Jung said, until you make your subconscious your conscious, it will rule your life and you will call it fate. Or, in our case, the Peter Pan syndrome of the lost little boy or girl is ruling your life and you're calling it freedom. I'm the first person to speak for freedom. I'm a creature of freedom. Which is It's exactly why I don't want to be bound by my fears, by my subconscious, by my triggers, by my by my projections from the past onto the present, thus creating a different future than I would like to. And, you know, liberating yourself from all of those things, that includes karma, that includes a lot of stuff, takes hard work. It's intense. And it doesn't always feel fun. But it's freedom. Okay? All right. 38. Number 38. Kui, opposition. Above fire, below lake. Fire above the lake. There is no meeting. Fire rises towards heaven. Okay, so Gemini, I don't know if you had something in mind specifically when I shuffled, if you have a question or something you want. Okay, I'll just read it and take it if it speaks to you. Fire rises towards heaven, while the lake flows downward into deepness. There is no common sphere in which they can meet. When people have fundamental differences that cannot be compromised, opposition is inevitable. Small things may be accomplished with care, but expect no success in any great endeavor as long as the players remain the same. Okay, I like that. So, you decide who you want to be. It's not about who you are, it's about who you want to be. Okay, who we are, it's just a set of past experiences and how our parents, you know, raised us, and yes, our birth chart, but our birth chart isn't our prison, it's our guideline, right? It's like a loving guide. It shows us, you know, potential ways, but it's not our. So, who you are, okay. Ask yourself, who do you want to be? Now, when you're interacting with something, a potential love partner, a job, a career, if the person that you want to be is very different than the person they are/want to be, don't force it, you know. But if the person that you are right now is very different than that thing, ask yourself, is the person that I am right now that is preventing meeting, communication, harmony with that thing, is that something I want to continue being and becoming? If so, okay, goodbye, makes sense. If not, if this I am, when you truly sit down with yourself and being honest with yourself, is actually something that you feel maybe, I don't know your story, it's up to you to tell to yourself, right? If it's something that you don't want to maintain as a part of you, if it's something that you feel like is not beneficial for you and for your future, then consider trying to evolve, change, learn from the thing, learn from the person, learn from the opportunity, learn from the job, learn from the friend, from the coworker that is very different than you are. You understand what I mean? The question shouldn't be, is who I am matching this thing? The question should be, is who I want to be, whether it's me right now or not, matches this thing? If the answer is yes, that's just a great, whatchamacallit? Something to inspire and encourage you, and not push, like, oh, what's the word? Darn. Something that, I guess I'll say inspire, although it's not the word that I'm looking for. That different person or different thing or different job or different expectations or different needs will actually encourage you to work towards becoming that thing that you want to be. Now again, this is up to you to say to yourself, I don't know which one is yours, which scenario is yours. Just like with that, friend that is like nitpicking in your ear that you shouldn't go with this person or do the thing or take that job. Look at that, because you need to remember where you come from. Look at that person. Is this person whom something represents something you still want to be a part of? Is this still your world? Is this what you want for your future, what they represent? If yes, listen to them. I don't know. But if not, if it's something that represents your past that you feel like no longer serves you and might be holding you back from a future that you prefer, consider maybe not listening to the advice. Okay. On 14 minutes, I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun, quick, light reading, and then 40 minutes in. Okay, guys, thank you again for being around. If you want to join my tribe of seekers, I would be happy to have you as part of my family. And watch your other placements. Watch July's reading. Happy August. And I'll see you in September. Wow. Happy new moon, by the way.